What is up guys, JayFerGaming here, welcome back to my F1 2016 career mode. This is Season 3, the Singapore Grand Prix, and we're in the final third of Season 3. It's gone so quickly and we're doing pretty well overall. We've improved our driver position and our championship standing throughout the season. So we're looking good for a solid finish in the standings, and hopefully we can build on that and progress onto next season and battle for the championship then. But yeah, for now, we're just looking to pick up as many points as possible and hopefully beat our teammate. No upgrades for anyone this weekend, but you can see our driver position is in the purple for the first time this season, and we're actually leading in our driver rivalry. We beat Lewis Hamilton, I think, last season, if I'm not mistaken, but looks like we have the chance of beating him again. Our car performance has improved dramatically. We've jumped up to P4 overall, still Renault are miles ahead, but we've been battling at the front with Ferrari and Renault in the past couple of races, so things are definitely on the up. And we can make an upgrade, and I think I'm going to upgrade the drag here. I wasn't completely sure what my plan was, but I'm going to do this upgrade. And then I saw the C's, R and D, and I thought that's probably a good thing to do. We can save for next season. Realistically, that's when we have our best chance of battling for the championship. So I have done that. I think we'd get that drag upgrade next time out, and then we can concentrate on Season 4. So you can see we have a third left to go. We did get that fantastic podium last time out, our third of the season, and it was richly deserved, even though we really should have taken the victory. But in terms of finishes, I didn't finish in Season 1, and 11th in Singapore for Season 2. So hopefully we can get some points, and hopefully it's an improvement. Let's get to qualifying.
It's late in the evening here in Singapore, and it's time for qualifying. So settle down and enjoy the action.
So you join us on our third and final run in the session. We did do a run on the Super Softs just to get up to speed, and our first lap on the Ultra Softs actually got us up to P9, so that was a pretty good lap, and we're improving at the moment. It's been a little bit scrappy, not the best follow-up lap, and we lose a lot of time through this final corner. Come to the line, it's a slight improvement, but I don't think it's going to give us many more positions. It doesn't, and we end up qualifying in P9, so it's an okay session. I feel like I could have done better, especially in that final sector. I always lose time in the final sector. I've just got experience from my league race especially, but I do feel more confident than I did in Season 1 and 2, so hopefully we can get a good result. Vettel starts last, didn't even put up a time, so let's see what happens in the race. So in terms of strategy, it's pretty simple, but I've mixed feeling. My league race went really well. Very solid strategy, but the first two seasons, my tyre wear was horrific. But I have improved since then, so hopefully we can stick to that, or maybe swap the Super Soft and Ultra Soft stints around. But we're building up to the start of the Singapore Grand Prix, the night race. 5 lights and away we go. We got a pretty good start compared to Raikkonen on the left. Let's see if we can make some ground into turn 1. Raikkonen's still there, so we're going to go breaking late, and Verline's moved across, and we made contact with Raikkonen. We've got through both of them, but I think Raikkonen might have spun there off the side pod of our car. We're getting a bit of oversteer there, which doesn't help our progress, and the virtual safety car has been deployed, and I think it's because of the incident. You can see what happens here. We'll show a few replays. So Verline moves across, so we have to adjust our position, and I think Raikkonen just had nowhere to go. I don't really think anyone's really at fault there. I think that's a racing incident into turn 1. So you can see Verline moves, so I have to move as well. Unfortunately, there just isn't enough room for Kimi there. He bounces off our side pod, spins around, causes a slight traffic jam, and ends up very far down the field. But I was waiting for the virtual safety car to end, and I thought, oh, into the hairpin, perfect. Here we go up the inside of Carlos Sainz. That was a perfect ending of the VSC. We do make a bit of contact with the inside wall there. We're lucky not to have any damage there, but we get the better of Sainz. A bit of argy-bargy there, but we get the move done up to P6, and it's been a brilliant start. Let's see if we can keep up with the cars ahead because Singapore, my pace isn't the best, but the Force India seem to be performing quite well early on. We can see ahead Hulkenberg versus Ricciardo. Let's see if we can do a similar thing to Max Verstappen, but they're side by side. Just ahead of them, the two Renaults are battling for the lead. Palmer's going for the move on the championship leader of Magnussen, and Palmer's got the better of him. Hulkenberg's got the better of Ricciardo, which has slowed everyone up, backed everyone into me, which gives me the opportunity, and I'm always looking into that hairpin. I know Max Verstappen would go for it in real life, and I'm looking to pounce, see if I can make a move on the Red Bull driver. So if we get a decent run over the bridge, we're going to go for a dive bomb up the inside of Max. And not many people can say that, going for a dive bomb up the inside of Max. But we do a similar thing to what we did to Sainz. We get much better traction, swerve in front of him, get the move done, up to P5. And the Force Indies are just doing so well. We're up to P3 and P5 now. Magnussen seems to be struggling and Hulkenberg's got a run on him. DRS has been enabled. We've got DRS and Ricciardo, so I don't know if we're going to go for the move here. But Nico's going for the move on Magnussen ahead. Ricciardo's looking on and we're close and we're close. Is it going to be enough? We're going to go for the dive bomb up into turn 4, I think it is. And we get the move done. I was so happy with that because we got that done from so far behind. Nico gets the move done as well. Force India are on fire at the moment. Brilliant move up the inside of Daniel. I'm not sure if Daniel actually saw it coming. He doesn't really turn in, but he leaves enough space. And we just, it's a brilliant move. I really did enjoy performing that. And now we're up to P4. And on lap 4, and Magnussen really does seem to be struggling. I'm not sure if he's got any car issues, but we're going to go for the move here. He's got DRS so we can defend. We're side by side into turn 4 once again up the inside. He defends a little bit, but not too eagerly, but we get the move done. And look at this. What a start it's been. P2 and P3 for the Force Indias. We do carry on now. We didn't have the pace to catch up with Hulkenberg. He had some very solid pace, but he's into the pits along with Palmer. So the AI cars on the ultra soft tyres are all pitting on lap 6 and 7, apart from myself and Max Verstappen. So I'm not sure what strategy he's going for, but for me, I was always going to wait till lap 8. I think in my league race I actually went to lap 7, but look at the tyre wear. It's not that high. I'm doing pretty well in managing the tyres, but at the end of lap 8, we are coming into the pits. Very tricky pit entry if you take it properly, and we need to get the car slowed down. We do indeed. So the cars on the super softs and the soft compound tyres are carrying on, and I was looking at the mini-map. The cars that pit early for the ultra soft seem to be in a lot of traffic, and this is what I came out in. Look at all that traffic. There's Magnussen and Verstappen even. There with Verline and a couple of other slower cars who have not pit. So yeah, it looks like we're going to be involved in this very quickly, and we're going to go up the inside of Verline and we're locking up. We've tapped the back of Magnussen. Lucky Verline doesn't turn in or anything, otherwise that could have been game over for us. So we had no damage, very luckily indeed, and Magnussen actually has car issues at the moment. My engineer did tell me, so I thought I have to dispatch for him as quick as possible up the inside. The championship leader is having a pretty shocking race so far. He started on pole position, but he just keeps going backwards, and he has them car gremlins, so it's not going well for him. The other car with issues is actually Esteban Gutierrez, holding up Max Verstappen a treat in the final sector, and we've pinned him in here. So Verstappen's pushing the Haas round into the first corner, and we just take both of them. Simple move there with DRS up to P15. I'm not sure what our genuine position is, but things are getting interesting. The cars who have not pit and the cars who have pit. It makes a very intriguing race, especially around a track where, apart from the DRS zone, it's pretty difficult to overtake. Once again, we're on the back of another cluster of cars. This time it's Marcus Ericsson who hasn't pit. He's holding up Carlos Sainz and Ricciardo, who I'm actually racing against. They have jumped me in the pit phase, as I did get the undercut. And Ricciardo's going for the move on Ericsson. Sainz looking for it as well. We're just looking for the gap. Where are we going to go? And no, but actually Ericsson's moved out the way, which does help us. We're going to have to go around the outside here. Can we get better traction on these fresher tyres? Yes, we can. I thought Ericsson was going to squeeze us into the wall there, but luckily going around the outside actually worked for us. I was very surprised. I thought I was caught in no man's land and Sainz was going to retake the position, but we've taken Sainz. And now we're trying to close up to the back of Daniel Ricciardo, who went on to overtake Romain Grosjean. And now we're going to try and overtake the Haas driver, who, I say it all the time, we had loads of battles in Season 1. We haven't really seen him too much since, and we're going for the move. He's got DRS to defend side by side into the braking zone. Can we get the move done? We've broken late, and he's made contact with us. I think he spun around, and there is a yellow flag. Ericsson's out the race, actually. at the same time as we made that move, and the safety car has been deployed, and I didn't actually realise, but this is what happened. Max Verstappen and Marcus Ericsson, absolute huge impact there for Ericsson in the Sauber, and you see it here. It just looks like, from that angle, Verstappen goes into the back of Ericsson, spins him round and smashes his front right suspension. But looking at this, I think that's Ericsson's fault personally. I think he's turned in on Max Verstappen. I'd happily blame Verstappen for anything, like taking out Ferraris, but yeah, this is what happened with us. Grosjean, yeah, the car that hasn't pit has come off worse once again, just like Ericsson, and we'll see on board with him. He takes a narrow entry into the corner. We'll slow it down here. I think I do give him enough room here. I think it's just the angle he goes into the corner. He just doesn't take a good line through there, and he was always going to spin with taking that entry, and he could have backed off as well. So I think Ericsson and Grosjean are at fault there, but please leave your opinions on those incidents. But I was looking at the minimap now, and I was thinking, oh no, the cars who have not pit yet, they're going to get such an advantage than they did. Haryanto and Hamilton are now ahead of us. There's a couple of cars who are yet to pit, Bottas and Alonso there, but we're around P6, but that's worked out so well for Hamilton, who is our rival, and we could do with beating him, so lucky him the safety car came out. But we're getting ready to race once again. Can we get a good restart? We're pretty much halfway through the Singapore Grand Prix, and the green light and flags are out. Away we go. Can we get Ricciardo? Haryanto and Hamilton are on fresh tyres, and Hamilton's going for the move into turn 1, which is slowing up this train. We could have a look at Ricciardo up the inside into turn 2, and we were on the curb. A lot of oversteer there. Can we keep the car under control? Come on. We need to be doing better than this. Now we have to defend from the Toro Rosso Carlos Sainz, who's got a run on us, but he's got the outside line, so I don't think he'll get the move done. And we've lost so much momentum there. The engineer told me on the start-finish straight, oh, let's change the strategy. Shut up, we're just about to restart racing, and you want to talk about strategy? That put me off so much. I'm not going to completely blame him, but that really did put me off. But now we've got a bit of a train ahead. Alonso, who's yet to pit, is battling hard with everyone, and it's holding up the whole train. Where are we going to go here? Ricciardo's not got a good run. We've got the inside line. Oh, a bit of contact, tyre to tyre banging. I'm getting so excited. This racing was absolutely epic. Haryanto goes to the move on Alonso. We've taken Ricciardo. Where are we going to go here? They're side by side through this new section. And no, they're blocking the track side by side. Someone please get out the way. Alonso is still fighting. This isn't a battle he's really in too much, and we need to get past him as soon as possible. The Honda Power Unit not so strong. He is on worn tyres, of course. He's been on them for 16 laps. We get the move done, but I think everyone pretty much has to pit one more time. So I suppose Alonso is still in the battle for position realistically. We skip to lap 18 now. And we're up to P5. Behind us there's going to be a yellow flag, and it's actually Carlos Sainz, who we were battling with earlier on. He does get a puncture. You'll see the replay here, through the new section of the track onto the bridge, and yeah, he just gets a left rear puncture, pretty random, and he pit just before I did, I think, so that's a little bit concerning, but he does hold up the rest of the field. This does help me out, actually. Look at that huge train. So now my teammate is in the pits at the end of lap 18. I think he's going on the super soft tyres till the end of the race. I think Palmer's doing the same, and ahead of us Haryanto and Hamilton do continue. So Haryanto's on the super softs. Well, notice Hamilton's on the soft compound tyres, so he pit when the safety car came out, so I think he could go to the end. He could be a dark horse of this race. So with Sebastian Vettel behind me, he gets a fantastic run here, and now we're going to go side by side into the former Singapore sling. Oh, I missed that section of the track. That was so exciting in real life and frustrating in the game, but also fun at the same time. We keep Vettel behind us, and yeah, I think Vettel is going to the end with Hamilton. So that did change my strategy. I noticed that the cars who had pit to go on the two-stop, like my teammate, were in a huge battle in the midfield with cars that hadn't pit and were on different strategies. So I thought, I'm going to take these to the end. I'm going to risk it. The tyre wear really isn't that high around here, as Vettel gets past us and we give him a nudge just to say we are still here. So I was going to go through the ultra soft tyres for the final stint, but I've changed my mind. I'm going to stick with these tyres till the end of the race. It is a risk. Tyre wear isn't as high as in past seasons and as I'd expected, but I think these tyres, the front right will be like 70% plus by the end of the race, but Bottas has retired, which could bring out the safety car. Of course, the safety car is very common at this track. 100% success rate of the safety car in real life. Bottas is out with the blown engine around Singapore. Really, that's a poor effort from Mercedes. But now, you can see The front right tyre is the one to be looking out for. 50% with 6.5 laps to go. I think we can make that. The thing is, we're going to have absolutely wrecked tyres by the end. But if you look at the mini-map, there's Magnussen 5 seconds behind us. But behind him, there's a big train. But they aren't going that quickly. I was comparing my times to my teammates' times. He was like half a second to a second quicker, which means we should beat him. But now Magnussen's on our tail, and I thought, there isn't too much point fighting this. He will get past. He is in the best car. His gremlins from earlier on in the race are cleared up. Fresher tyres, so I do let him past. Fighting him just would have cost us more time to the other cars. And I noticed further down the field, Kimi Raikkonen continuing his shocking race, just can't cope with turn 1. He had the oh my god, Felipe, baby, stop trying to get back in the Ferrari. So I don't know really what happens to Raikkonen there. Does he have a brake failure? But he comes back on the track right in the path of Massa. Absolute destruction at the back there. Now we're skipping to the final lap. The tyre is at 72%. We look behind us in a second, and Nico Rosberg in the Mercedes is closing in. We've maintained these tyres and the tyre wear so well. We could finish in P4. I think if we did pit for fresh tyres, we would have come out around P12 or 13, meaning we would have to fight through the field, and I don't think we would have got up to P4. So this strategy has paid off. Can we keep Nico Rosberg behind us? Lewis Hamilton has won the race on a one stop. He got so lucky with the safety car. So he'll be drinking the champagne. Be pretty sweet for him. But as we come through the final few corners of the track, can we make this audacious strategy pay off through the final section, which we're not so strong in? Come to the line. Is Nico Rosberg going to overtake us? No, he is not. It's P4 at the Singapore Grand Prix. A brilliant strategic call that has worked out so well for us, considering how bad we've been in Season 1 and 2 around Singapore. That was a brilliant result. As Lewis Hamilton takes the victory, hats off to Sebastian Vettel. He got lucky like Hamilton under the safety car, but 22nd to 2nd at Singapore is a damn good effort. Championship leader had not a fantastic race, but he's extended his lead at the top. We get 12 points. Our teammate ended up in P9, so you can see what I mean by pitting. If we pit, we would have ended up around P8 or 9, so we made the right call. So Magnussen extends his lead at the top, 56 points. I can't see him losing this, I'm going to be honest. We have closed in on our teammate, only 12 points behind now, so the battle between the Force India drivers goes on. That's definitely going to be one to look out for. Hamilton closes in on us, but we actually win the rivalry battle for once. So hopefully we'll get a driver offer. I don't really want it actually, because I want to win the title with Force India next season. A bit of a mixed kind of feeling there in that situation. So constructors, we've extended our lead over Red Bull, 26-point gap. That's another battle to keep your eye out for. Ferrari are closing in, Mercedes probably a bit too far behind, and Renault pretty much won it. So if you have enjoyed this awesome Singapore Grand Prix, please do leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already to my channel. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you in the next race. Goodbye.